Really?
Yeah.
Now.
No, I wasn't there.
I think she had trouble with her heart. She's only in her early 40s.
Or Christina?
Yeah, Christina, that's it, yeah.
Okay.
There's no sign or nothing today, so
Look at how calm it is.
No, we'll just get them running here. Let me tell you something. That was the 1 year we won. That was it.
Hello? You do
Since
that.
1966. 27
Eventually, but I'm not the
Kevin
football game right
Rusnak was the quarterback.
Jesse, what's the big guy's name from the restaurant? The big guy. What's his name?
Where I used to park.
Yeah.
All the way up, yeah, no problem.
Hair,
Are you going now?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Roy P. Burt Stadium, home of the Saddle Brook Falcons, and happy Thanksgiving. Today, the 9-1 Falcons host the Boilermakers from Garfield, coming into today's game with a record of 4-5. Lucas Cuellar kicks off, picked up by the Boilermaker receiver, Dennis Saratella. Saratella brings it up to about the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 on the 30.
Ball is handed off up the middle for little or no gain.
Tackled by John Frgali. 2nd and 8.
Frgali in on that tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Garfield. Up to their own 32-yard line. Kevin Hulis gets a snap and hands off to the right side to number 20, Robert Richardson. Pickup of a couple of yards before he's stopped by Galuzzo. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. So Garfield will have 3rd and 5 with their first possession of the ball. Hulis back to pass. Actually, shovels it up to the center, and the ball is loose. Actually, it's probably going to be an incomplete pass. It was a forward pass. That'll bring up 4th down for Garfield.
Incomplete pass.
It'll be 4th and 5, and Garfield will send out their punting team. So on their first possession, Garfield goes 3 and out. There's 10:29 left in the first quarter. Dan DeBella back deep to receive the punt.
DeBella back.
Kick is away. Short punt. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
42. Saddle Brook 1st and 10.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Falcons, and they'll get their first possession of the game. Falcons coming off that heartbreaking loss last week in the round 2 of the playoffs. Napolitano takes the handoff, and there's a reverse to Lucas Cuellar coming around the right side, picking up some nice yardage. And he's finally brought down by Robert Richardson of Garfield. Not after he picks up a ton of yardage, but there is a flag on the play, and it is a holding call against Saddle Brook. So that nice run will come back. So the Falcons get backed up to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 20. Napolitano takes the snap, holds on to the ball but slips, and will remain at the original line of scrimmage.
No gain.
So it'll be 2nd and 20 Falcons, still at their own 39-yard line. Field has really taken a beating with all the rain we've had so far this fall. The Falcons have 3 wide left. Napolitano back to pass. Looking to pass. Picks up a few yards.
Gain of about 3.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 17 after Napolitano picks up about 3 yards. Falcons are up to their own 36-yard line with 8:50 left in the first quarter and no score. Napolitano in shotgun, drops back to pass, passes to 21 Dan DeBella, but far short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th and 10, and the Falcons will be forced to punt. So both teams failing to convert a first down in their first series.
Cuellar back to kick.
Lucas Cuellar to punt. Lenza and Richardson back to receive the punt. Richardson calls for a fair catch, and the Boilermakers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Bobby's got to look at the safety. There's one guy open every single time on trips. They're not covering anything. They're not covering one guy. You've got to read what the safety does.
The teams come up to the line. Houlis takes the snap and pitches back to number 20, going around the right end. That was Richardson picking up the first down. Picked up about 12 on that carry.
Ball carried by Richardson. Tackled by Bolger.
Danny Bolger in on the tackle, but not after the Boilermakers pick up the first down. They're up to their own 42-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield. Foolish drops back to pass, looking left. Passes out to number 21. Going up the middle. Actually, make that number 2. Flags are thrown, and the runner goes down into the end zone. Looks like this play is going to be called back. Was a block from behind call on Garfield, so that'll negate the touchdown.
Still a first down.
Was enough to pick up the first down, however, and bring the Boilermakers into Saddle Brook territory. So it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield at the Saddle Brook 42-yard line. Oulis hands off again to number 20, coming around the left end, but stopped. Beautiful by Bob Napolitano. Richardson maybe picked up a yard before he was stopped by Napolitano. Actually lost a yard, so that'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Boilermakers.
Second and 11.
Oulis hands off up the middle, and there's a ball loose. Both teams signaling that they have it. But the referee signals that the Falcons do have it. So that's the first turnover of the game. So the Falcons will have 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line. With 6 minutes left in the first quarter, there remains no score. Napolitano under center. The ball is snapped and handed off to Jesse Dewey up the middle. Jesse picks up some nice yardage. Jesse picked up 5 yards on the carry.
2nd and 5.
That'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 5 for the Falcons, up to their own 45-yard line. Ball is snapped, and looks like somebody tipped that ball intended for DeBella. It was a live ball because there was no forward motion for that ball. So the Falcons lose about 10 yards on that.
About 14.
So that brings up 3rd and 15 for the Falcons, back to their own 36-yard line. Napolitano out of the shotgun this time. Looking to pass left. Throws the ball deep for number 2, Lucas Cuellar. And it's broken up by number 10, Dennis Saratella of Garfield.
Knocked down by Coretta.
So that'll bring up 4th down for the Falcons. And they'll be forced to punt.
Back to punt.
Lucas Cuellar back to punt. Punt is away. Nice punt from Cuellar. And the ball was bobbled at first by number 30, Frankie Lenza, but then covered by him. So Garfield will have first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Garfield first and 10 from their own 33.
Willis takes the snap, back to pass, throws the ball incomplete.
Second and 10.
Looks like it was intended for Anthony Scanella. So that'll bring up second and 10 for the Boilermakers at the 33-yard line, their own 33. Willis under center. Hands the ball off to number 20, who's brought down immediately.
Carried by Richardson. Tackled by Galuzzo.
Galuzzo in on that tackle for no gain. That'll bring up third and 10 for the Boilermakers. They remain at their own 33-yard line. We've got 4 minutes left in the first quarter with no score. Willis takes the snap, rolls left and looks to pass to number 2, who catches the ball close to the first down. But Schratz is probably going to be a little short, I think.
House's pass caught by Schratz.
Looks like we might have a measurement here.
Timeout for measurement.
And we will.
Geez, they're gonna run across the field now.
Well, the chains came out, and Garfield did pick up the first down. So it'll be first and 10 Boilermakers. And they're up to their own 44-yard line. Willis under center. Hands off again to number 20, Robert Richardson. Brought down by Fragali, Cuellar, and Bob Napolitano was in on that. Picked up about 3 yards. That'll bring up second and 7 for the Boilermakers. Up to the 47-yard line. Willis takes the snap, looking right to pass. Throws the ball intended for number 21, but incomplete. Fragali right on the heels of the receiver. That'll bring up third down. So it'll be 3rd and 7, Garfield, from their own 47-yard line.
37.
Willis takes the snap, hands off up the middle.
Throw to Richardson.
Richardson is close to the first down.
Tackled by Napolitano.
Looks like he picked up 6 or 7 yards before Napolitano stopped him. It looks like the Boilermakers will be a yard shy of the first down, but I see no indication that they're sending the punting team out. So this will be the first big defensive stand for the Falcons. Ball's handed off to the right side again. Runner still up, picking up big yardage.
Ball carried by Richardson.
Richardson brings the ball all the way down to the Saddle Brook 25-yard line before he's stopped by Danny Bolger.
First down.
So it's 1st and 10 Garfield from the Saddle Brook 25 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter and no score. Willis takes the snap, hands off to the left side. The runner's brought down immediately.
Ball carried by Delaney.
Delaney's brought down by Fragali and Napolitano.
4.
They dropped him for a loss of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 14 for the Boilermakers. Back to the Saddle Brook 28-yard line. Willis takes the snap and is looking to pass. Dumps off to number 20, who's brought down immediately.
Pass to Richardson. Tackled by Stewart for another loss on the play.
Beautiful play there by Peter Stewart. Dropping Garfield for another loss. So that'll bring up 3rd and long. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 20. Well, there won't be time to get off another play in the first quarter. So at the end of one quarter here on Thanksgiving morning, the score remains Saddle Brook 0, Garfield 0. And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to Saddle Brook High School as we start the second quarter here on Thanksgiving morning. A scoreless game thus far. Garfield into Saddle Brook territory with a 3rd and long at the Saddle Brook 32-yard line. Ball is snapped. Willis back to pass. Long pass to the right side. And it's broken up by 2 Falcon defenders. It's like Danny Bolger.
Incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Bolger and Conti in to break up that play. That'll bring up a 4th and long for Garfield. Boilermaker's going for it. The whistle's blown, play's blown dead. Initial indication is that penalty would be against Garfield, and it was a delay of game, so that'll back them up even further. That'll bring up 4th and about 23 yards. Garfield's still going to go for it. Houlis takes the snap and is back to pass. Looking left. Throws left, intended for number 1, who picks the ball. Joe Delaney with a beautiful reception. With a lot of pressure on him. But he was shy of the first down. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons as the ball goes over on downs.
Tackled by Davila. Saddle Brook takes over, 1st and 10.
So the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Backpedal and played the ball. He could have intercepted it the time he took to get over there.
We're early in the second quarter here. Scoreless thus far. Napolitano hands off up the middle to Jesse Dewey. Has a nice second effort. Picks up some yardage. Looks like Jesse picked up about 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Falcons. Up to the 24-yard line. Napolitano hands off to the right side. I do see flags thrown.
Flag on the play.
The penalty will be against Saddle Brook.
Illegal shift. Penalty declined.
Well, the penalty's declined. So the Falcons lose a yard or 2, and it brings up 3rd down. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Falcons. Back to the 22-yard line. Napolitano out of shotgun this time. Oh, no, he remains under center. Rolling left, keeping the ball. Still on his feet. Looks like he picked up the 1st down. Up to about the 29-yard line.
1st down, Saddle Brook.
And the Falcons pick up their first down of the game with Napolitano's keeper. So it'll be 1st and 10 Saddle Brook. Up to the Saddle Brook 29. Napolitano in the shotgun this time. Takes the snap, rolling right. Pitches out to Lucas Cuellar, who's got some nice running room up the right side. Cuellar had one man to beat, but is stopped by Anthony Scanella at about the 35-yard line. So beautiful yardage picked up by the Falcons. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for Saddle Brook on the Garfield 35-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap and hands off to Jesse Dewey to the left side. Jesse has some nice room, breaks some tackles, has another man to beat, and is down to about the 5-yard line.
Out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
Beautiful run by Dewey, breaking tackles. So it'll be 1st and goal, Saddle Brook, from the Garfield 5-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap and keeps right. Looks like he was brought down just shy of the goal line.
Ball carried by Napolitano.
So that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the Garfield 2-yard line.
2nd down and goal from about the 2.
This is the first sustained drive the Falcons have had thus far in this game. Napolitano hands off to the left side to Dewey, and touchdown Saddle Brook. So Dewey on a 2-yard run scores the first points of this game. With 9 minutes left in the 2nd quarter, the Falcons lead 6-0. Team's going for 2 points. Lucas Cuellar wide open in the end zone for the 2. And a flag thrown for that late hit. That penalty should be assessed on the kickoff. So again, with 9 minutes left in the first half, the score is now Saddle Brook 8, Garfield 0.
Against Garfield. The play is good.
A little bit of a trick play there, with Lucas Cuellar looking like he was confused in the backfield. Obviously a planned play. Beautiful 2-point conversion. Here's the Saddle Brook cheerleaders celebrating along with the band the first touchdown of the game. So with that Garfield's unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Lucas Cuellar will be kicking off from the Garfield 45-yard line. With the right kick, the Falcons should be able to pin the Boilermakers. Oh, and an onside kick is called.
Onside kick.
But Jose Rodriguez from Garfield was on the ball right away. So it'll be 1st and 10 Boilermakers at their own 34-yard line. Looks like there was a Garfield player shaken up on the play, Danny Beck, but he is walking off the field under his own power. Teams come up to the line. Garfield with 2 men wide left. Ball is snapped and handed to the left side to number 2, who's picking up some nice yardage. That was Dave Schratz, who's close to the first down.
Tackled by Balcher.
And it is a first down for the Boilermakers.
First down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield from their own 44-yard line. Ball's handed off up the middle. Again to Dave Schratz. Picks up a couple of yards.
Pick up with about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Boilermakers, up to their own 46-yard line. Flags are thrown.
Flags on the play.
Looks like there was some movement there. Dead ball foul will be called against Garfield. So it'll remain 2nd down,
Penalty against Garfield.
but bring up 2nd and about 13, maybe 14 yards.
And about 13.
Garfield backed up to the 41-yard line. Poulos takes the snap with 2nd and long, looking to pass up the center. Number 45 is wide open. Anthony Scanella was wide open for that reception, but ball was slightly overthrown. So that'll bring up 3rd and long for Garfield. Poulos takes the snap, looking to pass, rolling right. Throws the ball out of bounds and was hit hard by number 53, Fragale. So that'll bring up the 4th down. It'll be 4th and 13 for the Boilermakers. Dan DeBella back deep to receive Reynolds' punt. The ball is snapped. Reynolds gets the punt off. So the ball will be downed at about the Saddle Brook 36-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Falcons from their own 36-yard line with 7:17 left in the first half. Saddle Brook leads 8-0. Napolitano takes the snap, looking left. Throwing for Lucas Cuellar. Ball was thrown a little short and picked off by number 30, Frankie Lenza.
Number 30, Lenza.
So with that turnover, Garfield will have 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Garfield 1st and 10 on the 36.
Poulos takes the snap, hand it to 20, who's pitched back. It's like an old flea flicker. thrown for number 30, but incomplete. Broken up by Danny Bolger and Tim Conti. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Garfield as they remain on their own 37-yard line. Willis takes the snap and hands off to number 20. It's brought down by a host of Falcons after picking up around 4 yards.
Tackled by Parisi.
Parisi in on that tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Garfield up to their own 40-yard line. Willis under center, takes the snap, hands off again to number 20 to the left side this time. Looks like he picked up the first down. So Richardson picked up about 7 yards and enough for that Garfield first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Boilermakers from their own 48-yard line. Willis takes the snap, again hands off to number 20. Picks up a couple of yards this time before he's tackled. Oh, I see a flag thrown out there. Giglio was in on the tackle, but the referee is pointing towards the Falcons. So Saddle Brook will get backed up. It was a 15-yard penalty. So Garfield will move into Saddle Brook territory and have the ball 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, Garfield. Saddle Brook 35.
So a big break for Garfield. So a 3rd down situation turns into a 1st down situation with a nice pickup in field position. Willis snaps the ball off to number 20, who's brought down immediately. Brought down by Dom Galuzzo.
Backfield by Galuzzo. Brings up the 2nd and about 12.
So with a 2-yard loss on that play, the Boilermakers will have a 2nd and 12 at the Saddle Brook 38-yard line. Willis takes the snap, is back to pass, looking left, throws to number 1 and is incomplete. That ball was intended for Joe Delaney.
Brings up 3rd and about 12.
We've got about 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Saddle Brook leading this game 8-0. Willis takes the snap, again hands off to number 20. Richardson picked up a few yards. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 8 for the Boilermakers. They went for it the last time they were in this position, or in this location on the field, so I expect them again to go for it on 4th down. Poulis under center, takes the snap, looking left to pass, throws again for number 1, who catches the ball this time. Joe Delaney picked up the first down.
First down.
Do you see how far he's at? Get him the hell out of here. He's not even placed 15 yards off the ball. He can't break up.
So Garfield will have a 1st and 10 at the Saddle Brook 18-yard line. Hands off again to number 20 to the left side, picking up some yards. Pick up of about 5 yards before he's brought down by John Fergali. So it'll be 2nd and 5, Garfield from the Saddle Brook 13-yard line. Willis takes the snap, hands off left to number 20. And the ball was fumbled and recovered by Saddle Brook. Looks like Jesse Dewey picked up that loose ball. So Saddle Brook dodges the bullet. The Falcons will have 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line, with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first half. The score remains Saddle Brook 8, Garfield 0. Napolitano hands the ball off left to Jesse Dewey, who picks up some nice yardage. Dewey picked up about 9 yards on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 1, Saddle Brook. They're up to their own 20-yard line. Napolitano keeping left. Still on his feet, eluding some tacklers. Picks up the first down, close to the 30.
Saddle Brook first down.
So the Falcons pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. There's 4 wide receivers out. Napolitano out of the shotgun, back to throw the ball. Pass complete to Lucas Cuellar.
Napolitano's pass caught by Cuellar.
Lucas brought the ball up to about the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Falcons, with 1:55 left in the first half. Napolitano under center this time. Takes the snap and holds it right. Looked like he was slipping.
Ball carried by Napolitano.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
What's on the play? No gain.
And a flag is thrown.
Right on the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Boilermakers. That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Garfield, 15-yard penalty. Saddle Brook.
That'll bring the Falcons up to the 50-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Saddle Brook at the 50-yard line with the 1 minute and 41 seconds left in the first half. Saddle Brook leading this game 8-0. Napolitano hands off a reverse to Lucas Cuellar. It looks like he's back to pass. Lucas throwing the ball to Napolitano, who almost was able to bring that, reel that ball in. What a beautiful pass. And a nice almost catch. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Falcons at the 50-yard line. Napolitano hands off to Jesse DeLuey to the left side. A little gain on the play. So that'll bring up 3rd down for the Falcons. And Saddle Brook calls a timeout with 1:08 left in the first half. So the Falcons have 3rd and 8 here. Napolitano out of the shotgun. Napolitano looking to pass. Throws down the middle of the field intended for Danny Bolger, who makes a beautiful reception. He's still trying to pick up some yardage. Danny Bolger brings the ball down to the 8-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal Falcons at the Garfield 8. We've got 57 seconds left in the first half. Saddle Brook leading Garfield with a score of 8-0, but the Falcons knocking on the door again. Falcons have one man wide out left. Napolitano takes the snap and hands off up the middle. Looks like Peter Stewart was the ball carrier. Picked up a few yards.
Timeout, Saddle Brook.
And Saddle Brook calls another timeout. When they get back from this timeout, it'll be 2nd and goal from about the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6.
Napolitano under center. Hands off up the middle. Close to the touchdown, and it is a score. Couldn't quite see the numbers on the back of the jersey from all the mud, but that was Jesse DeLuey who scored that touchdown. So DeLuey had a 4-yard run for the touchdown. And the score is now Saddle Brook 14, Garfield 0, pending the extra point. Lucas Cuellar back to kick, but again we're going to go for 2 points. Lucas Cuellar passing the ball. Ball thrown incomplete. Intended for David Ball. So with 29 seconds remaining in the first half, the score is Saddle Brook 14, Garfield 0. So after the touchdown, Lucas Cuellar to kick off. Short kick. Was touched by some Garfield defenders and picked up finally by number 2, Dave Schwartz, who's going to bring the ball up to about the 43-yard line. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half.
Garfield 1st and 10, 43.
So Garfield has 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Back to pass. The ball is passed to number 20 down the right side. Picked up maybe a yard or 2.
Pass to Richardson, knocked out of bounds by Stewart.
Peter Stewart knocked Richardson out of bounds after about a 3-yard, 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 with 16 seconds remaining in the first half. Willis under center. Ball is snapped. He's back to pass. Passing to the right side. Intended for number 5, Chris Concepcion, but went right through his hand. That'll be third down, Boilermakers. 3rd and 8, Garfield, with 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Teams come to the line. Hulis fumbles the snap. And Saddlebrook recovers the fumble. Galuzzo picks up that fumble. So Saddlebrook will have 1st and 10 at the Garfield 43-yard line with 6 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if the Falcons will kneel on this ball or maybe throw a Hail Mary pass to the end zone, try and put this game away. Politano out of shotgun. He'll be throwing the ball. Throws down the middle. And the ball is incomplete. And that'll end the first half of play. So, after 2 quarters are played on this cold Thanksgiving morning, the score is Saddlebrook 14, Garfield 0. And we'll be right back to start the second half.
You know these heating pads that I put in my shoes, them things? Oh, you ready?
Welcome back to the second half here at Saddlebrook High School. Garfield kicks off, and the ball is picked up by number 30, Jesse DeLuey, right up the middle. Jesse's got a few men to beat. And he's still on his feet, and it looks like Jesse will be in for a touchdown. Beautiful way to start out the second half.
Touchdown, DeLuey!
Beautiful run back by Jesse.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
75-yard touchdown. Longest of the season.
So DeLuey picks up the longest touchdown of the season, running that kickoff back for 75 yards. That makes the score Saddlebrook 20, Garfield 0. Saddlebrook going for the 2 points again. Dan DeBella with the ball at the moment, passing for number 5, Danny Bulger. And the 2-point conversion is good. So Saddlebrook scores early in the second half, right from the kickoff. So with 11:47 left in the third quarter, Saddlebrook 22, Garfield 0.
Coach White, you there? Hey, if you get Jesse 5 touchdowns, I can get out to the league. He has 3 already. He already has 3.
So the teams line up for the kickoff after the Saddlebrook touchdown. Number 40, David Ball, to kick off. Ball is handled by the Garfield offense and brought up to about the 44-yard line. That was Anthony Scanella on the return. So the Boilermakers will have 1st and 10 on the Saddlebrook 44-yard line. I'm sorry, on the Garfield 44. Ball is handed off up the middle. And the ball was loose. Garfield fumbles the ball, and Saddle Brook recovers it.
Recovered by Fergali.
So John Fergali was in on that recovery of the fumble. Garfield shooting themselves in the foot early in the second half. The Falcons will have 1st and 10 from the Garfield 47-yard line. Napolitano running up the middle, right through a crowd of Garfield defenders, and almost breaks it for a touchdown. Picks up beautiful yardage. Napolitano down to the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Saddle Brook at the 10-yard line. Napolitano under center. Takes the snap, running right. Picks up about 5 yards.
Pick up with about 5.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Falcons at about the 5.5-yard line. Looks like they could actually pick up a first down if they had to, if they got down to the half-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap, keeps it. Looks like the ball was stripped away, and there's a Garfield defender running the other way. Looks like that ball was stripped by Dennis Saratella. So the Falcons in scoring range. Turn the ball over, and Garfield brings the ball up to their own 39-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Garfield.
Pick on the play. Has the ball. 1st and 10.
So we've had a very active start to the second half with less than 2 minutes played. Saddle Brook has run the kickoff for a touchdown. Garfield fumbled the ball on their first possession. Saddle Brook takes that ball down to the 5-yard line and then turns it over themselves. Garfield hands off to the left side, picks up maybe 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Boilermakers, up to their own 40-yard line. Giglio in on the tackle.
Pickup of about 2 to bring down 2nd and 8.
Houlis under center, takes the snap, pitches back to number 20. Taken down hard. What a beautiful stop by, looks like Parisi was in on that.
Dumped by DeLuey.
It was DeLuey in on the tackle. What a nice hit. So Garfield back to the original line of scrimmage with a 3rd and 10. Houlis back to pass. Oof, and a Falcon defender right up the middle. Hit the quarterback as he threw the ball. That was Tony Maneri, who went right through the Garfield offensive line. So that'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Boilermakers. And they're certain a punt in this situation. Dan DeBella back deep for Saddle Brook. And there's a flag on the play. Dead ball foul called on Saddle Brook. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 12 men on the field for the Falcons. So it'll be 4th and 5 for Garfield. Up to their own 42-yard line. Dan DeBella still back deep to receive the punt. Short punt. And the ball goes out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. So the Falcons will have 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. The teams come up to the line. Napolitano under center. Takes the snap. Hands to Danny Bolger, who's going right. Bolger still running, picks up some nice yardage, picks up the 1st down and more. But there are flags thrown on the play.
Ball carried by Bolger, flag on the play.
After a nice run by Danny Bolger, it looks like it's going to be negated by a penalty.
Block in the back.
A block in the back call against the Falcons. That'll back them up 10 yards from the original spot of the ball. So it'll be 1st and 17 for the Falcons. Back to their own 33-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap and hands to number 20, Peter Stewart, who picks up a few yards.
Ball carried by Stewart.
Stewart picked up about 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Falcons. With 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, Saddle Brook leading 22-0 over Garfield. Napolitano takes the snap, running right. Pitches out to Lucas Cuellar on the right side. Make that Danny Bolger.
Ball carried by Bolger.
Pickup of about 8 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Falcons.
So bring a 3rd and about 7.
Saddle Brook has the ball at their own 44-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap, running left, pitches back to number 30, Jesse DeLuey, who bobbled the ball. The ball is still loose. Looks like it was recovered by Saddle Brook.
Recovered by Saddle Brook.
Peter Stewart recovered that fumble. Well, that'll bring up 4th down for the Falcons. And they lost about a yard or 2 on that play, so it'll be 4th and 8 Saddlebrook. Back at their own 32-yard line.
Stewart to punt.
Peter Stewart to punt the ball. Kick is away. Takes a Saddlebrook bounce and goes out of bounds at about the 32-yard lines.
At about the 32.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield.
Garfield ball 1st and 10.
At their own 32 with 5:04 left in the 3rd quarter. The score, Saddlebrook 22, Garfield 0. Houlis under center. Takes the snap. Pitches back to number 20. Number 20 throws short, and it's picked off by Saddlebrook. The ball came loose, but he was down.
Ball picked up by DeBello.
Dan DeBella on the interception. It'll be Saddlebrook 1st and 10 at the Garfield 40-yard line. So a number of turnovers today. Ball was thrown way short by Richardson on that last play. Dan DeBella picking it off and bringing it up to the Garfield 40. Napolitano takes the handoff and hands off to number 4. Dom Galuzzo picking up some nice yardage there.
Penalty against Saddlebrook.
There's a penalty on the play. So a nice pickup by Galuzzo. Gets brought back. It'll remain 1st down, but it'll be 1st and 15 for the Falcons. Back to the Saddlebrook 45-yard line.
Saddlebrook 1st and 15.
Ball's handed off to the left side. Again to Galuzzo.
Ball carried by Galuzzo.
Picked up a yard or 2, and another flag thrown. This penalty is going to go against the Boilermakers.
Holding against Garfield.
A holding call. Was not a holding call. Looks more like an unsportsmanlike because that was a 15-yard penalty. And that'll be an automatic 1st down for the Falcons. So Saddlebrook will have 1st and 10 at the Garfield 28-yard line. Napolitano out of the shotgun formation. 2 men wide right. Rolling right. Pitching to number 5, Dan Bolger. Going up the right side of the field. Picking up some nice yardage before he's forced out of bounds. Picks up that 1st down. Bolger brings the ball down to the 16-yard line. So the Falcons will have 1st and 10 from the Garfield 16 with 3:46 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Saddlebrook leading Garfield 22-0.
Saddlebrook 1st and 10 on about the 17.
Napolitano takes the snap and hands up the middle to Galuzzo.
Ball carried by Galuzzo.
Dom Galuzzo picks up some nice yardage. Galuzzo picked up about 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Saddle Brook, down to the Garfield 10-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap, hands off again to Galuzzo up the middle. Galuzzo picks up some more yardage. Looks like he's close to that first down marker. Inside the 5. And Galuzzo did pick up the first down. So it'll be 1st and goal, Saddle Brook, from the Garfield 4-yard line.
1st and goal from about the 5.
Ball's handed off again to Dom Galuzzo.
Ball carried by Galuzzo.
Picks up a few yards. Looks like he's down to around the 2. That'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Falcons.
2nd and goal.
From the 2-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap, again hands off to Galuzzo to the left side, and he's in for the score. Touchdown Galuzzo, touchdown Saddle Brook. So with 2:22 left in the 3rd quarter, the score is now Saddle Brook 28, Garfield 0. Pomo in to attempt the extra point.
Pomo to kick the extra point.
Ball is snapped. Another 2-point attempt. I don't know whether if that snap was too low.
2-point conversion.
But in any event, it was no good. So the score remains with 2:22 left on the clock for the 3rd quarter. It's Saddle Brook 28, Garfield 0. We'll be back right after these messages.
Riding the surfboard.
Welcome back to Saddle Brook High School, where the Falcons have taken a 28-0 lead over the Garfield Boilermakers. The ball is kicked and taken by a Garfield special teams person coming up the middle. That was Frankie Lenza with that run back.
Tackle by Tim Conti.
Conti in on the tackle.
Garfield 1st and 10.
But Garfield will have 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Poulos takes the snap, looking to pass, and the pass was broken up by number 30. Jesse DeLuey.
Excuse me, by DeLuey. Rough crowd here today.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Boilermakers at their own 36. Poulos takes the snap and hands back to number 20. Richardson picks up a few yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down for Garfield.
Ball carried by Richardson, tackled by Napolitano.
Bob Napolitano in on the tackle, but not after Richardson picks up about 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Boilermakers at their own 38-yard line. Poulos takes the snap, back to pass. Ball intended for number 80, but overthrown. That'll bring up a 4th down for Garfield, and the punting team comes onto the field. Dan DeBella back deep for Saddle Brook to receive the punt. Got a minute 17 left in the 3rd quarter. Saddle Brook leading 28-0. And the Falcons call a timeout, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Falcon football. Garfield to punt the ball after the Saddle Brook timeout. Nice punt. DeBella will let the ball go. And the ball will be down at around the 20-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Saddle Brook at their own 20-yard line. So the Falcons start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap and hands off up the middle. Actually, Napolitano kept the ball, picked up some nice yardage. Looks like he picked up 5 or 6 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Falcons. Up at their own 27-yard line. Napolitano out of shotgun formation this time. Rolling left, pitches left to Peter Stewart. Coming down the middle of the field and ran into his own defender. But not after Stewart picks up the 1st down for the Falcons. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So after we've played 3 quarters here in Saddle Brook, the score is Saddle Brook Falcons 28, the Garfield Boilermakers 0. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Is Hussein get the hardest hit for the day, Eric?
Welcome back to Saddle Brook High School as we start the 4th quarter. The Falcons leading the Garfield Boilermakers 28-0. Saddle Brook 1st and 10. Napolitano hands off to the right side. Pick up of some nice yardage. That ball was carried by Chris Kowalowski. Picked up about 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Falcons from their own 40-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap, rolling left, pitches left. Looks like Peter Stewart had that ball.
Ball carried by Stewart.
Stewart picks up the 1st down, brings the ball up to the Garfield 45-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Falcons at the Garfield 45. teams come up to the line. Napolitano remains under center. Takes the snap and keeping, running left. Napolitano picking up some nice yardage. Picks up that first down. Napolitano picked up the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 Saddle Brook at the Garfield 34-yard line with 10:50 left in the game. Saddle Brook leading Garfield 28-0. Napolitano takes the snap, hands off up the middle to number 30, Jesse DeLuey, going over the left side. DeLuey close to the first down marker. Looks like Jesse picked up about 9 on that carry. So it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Falcons at the Garfield 25-yard line. Flag on the play. Dead ball foul against the Falcons. That'll back Saddle Brook up 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for Saddle Brook. Back at the Garfield 30. Napolitano under center. Takes the snap, keeping, going to the right side. Not picking up any yardage this time. So that'll bring up a 3rd down for Saddle Brook. It'll be 3rd and 6 Falcons.
3rd down, 6.
Garfield's defense stepping up here in the 4th quarter. Saddle Brook with 4 men wide. Napolitano out of shotgun. Takes the snap, looking left. Throwing a ball for number 5, Danny Bolger. Thrown incomplete. So that'll bring up a 4th down for the Falcons. That'll be 4th and 6 for Saddle Brook.
4th down and about 6.
Saddle Brook will attempt to pick up the first down on this 4th and 6. Napolitano under center. Takes the snap. Looking back to pass. Throwing right. And the ball was thrown incomplete.
Napolitano's pass.
That ball was intended for Dan DeBella.
Incomplete.
Thrown incomplete. So Garfield will take over on downs. They'll have 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line with 9:27 left in the ball game. Saddle Brook leading Garfield 28-0. Bullis takes the snap, hands off right to number 20. Picks up a few yards. Richardson picks up about 3 yards before he's brought down. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Poulos under center. Takes the snap. Hands off again to Richardson on the right side. Picking up a few more yards. Shy of the first down. That'll bring up a third down. Third and about 3 for the Boilermakers. Make that 4. So it'll be 3rd and 4 Garfield. Up to their own 35-yard line. Poulos under center. Takes the snap, hands off again to the right side, number 20. Picks up the first down. Conti in on the tackle, but not after Richardson picks up the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield.
First down, Garfield.
Garfield will have this first down at about the 43-yard line. Got 7.5 minutes left in the game. Ball is snapped and handed off to Richardson up the middle. Richardson almost breaking it free. Picks up another first down.
By Richardson, tripped up by DeBella.
DeBella makes the tackle. Richardson into Saddle Brook territory. At the 40-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield. Poulos takes the snap, but the whistles blow the play dead.
Flag on the play.
Most likely it'll be against Garfield.
Garfield.
And it is. Illegal procedure call. So it'll be 5-yard penalty. Will bring up a 1st and 15 for the Boilermakers. Back to the Saddle Brook 45-yard line. Poulos takes the snap, hands off again to number 20 to the right side. Picks up the first down and more. Richardson down to the Saddle Brook 25-yard line.
Tackled by Bolger.
Danny Bolger makes the tackle, but not before Richardson picks up the first down. Down to the Falcon 25-yard line will be 1st and 10 Garfield. Got 6 minutes left on the clock in this game. Saddle Brook leading Garfield 28-0. Poulos takes the snap, hands off to Richardson. Doesn't pick up much this time. Looks like he didn't pick up anything, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Boilermakers.
2nd and 10.
Again at the Saddle Brook 25-yard line. Poulos hands off to Richardson again, picks up some nice yardage.
Tackled by DeBella.
DeBella on the tackle, but not until Richardson picks up another first down for the Boilermakers. That'll make it first and 10 Garfield at the Saddle Brook 15. Willis takes the snap, hands off to Richardson again on the right side, picking up some yardage. Looks like he picked up about 6 yards.
Tackled by Conte.
Conte in on the tackle after those 6 yards are picked up by Richardson. Bring up a 2nd and 4 for Garfield at the Saddle Brook 9-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Willis hands off to Richardson again up the middle. Richardson down to around the 5-yard line, close to the first down marker again.
Okay, by Richardson, picked up by
Galuzzo in on the tackle, but Garfield does pick up the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal Garfield at around the 5-yard line. .330 left in this game. Saddle Brook leading Garfield 28-0. But Garfield in scoring position. Ball's handed off to Richardson again up the middle. Shy of the goal line, but picked up a few yards. Looks like it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Boilermakers, or 2nd and goal from the 2. Fergali in on the tackle. Willis takes the snap, hands off to Richardson, who's in for the score, but there are flags on the play. Looks like it may not be a score. That flag is against Garfield, a motion call, so that'll back the Boilermakers up. That's a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
Brings the ball back to around the 8-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and goal.
From about the 7.
Garfield from about the 7-yard line.
Got a timeout on the field.
Timeout's been called. So we'll be right back after this timeout. Well, we're back after the timeout. Garfield has 2nd and goal from the 7. Willis under center. Hands off again to Richardson, who's hit immediately. Picked up maybe a yard. So that'll bring up 3rd and goal for Saddle Brook after Falquez stops Richardson. So again, it'll be 3rd and goal for Garfield from the 7. Falcon defense looking to shut out yet another team, but Garfield not wanting to have any of that. Houlis back to pass, throwing this time, and throws incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for Garfield. A minute 47 left in the game. The score, Saddle Brook 28, Garfield 0. Garfield has 4th and goal from about the 8-yard line. Teams come to the line. Willis under center. Looking back to pass. Willis back to pass. Looking right. Throws the ball and it's picked off. Number 20, Peter Stewart, picks the ball off. And Garfield is unable to score.
Saddle Brook, first and 10.
So the Falcons have first and 10 from about the 14-yard line. Whistles are blown. A flag on the play.
Offside Garfield.
Garfield was offsides on that play.
5-yard penalty.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Will bring up first and 5 for the Falcons. Well, the
First and 5.
ball's handed off to the left side.
Ball carried by Maneri.
Parisi in at quarterback now. Hands the ball off to the right side. Picking up some nice yardage in the first down. That was Giglio in on the carry, picking up that first down. Flag's thrown. Got less than a minute to play here. The Falcons will improve their end-of-season record to 10-1, having a phenomenal season. And it looks like they'll shut out another team. And it's just been a beautiful year for the defense.
First and 15.
Great year for the offense. Ball is handed off up the middle. Number 75 picking up some yardage.
Ball carried by Joe Sabrowski.
Sabrowski on the carry with a nice second effort. Picks up about 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Ball is snapped. Napolitano passes out to Fragali on the left side, but flags are down. Fragali out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and I see no time left on the clock. That may have been the last play.
Time runs out. Game is over.
And that'll be the end of the game here in Thanksgiving. Saddle Brook wins 28, Garfield 0. This is Ben DeFranco along with Jimmy Mazer and Carl Esposito, wishing everyone a happy holiday season. And we'll see you for the winter sports. Take care.
Congratulations to Saddle Brook on a great season and a big DSO champion.